Hello and welcome to Dirty Saxophone Gaming. So for those of you who have been watching my other videos, you'll notice that I'm gonna start using a different name. I used to use Dirty Saxophone before, and I feel like I enjoy it enough and other people like it enough that I'm just gonna go ahead and go back to this one. And it kind of helps that the channel hasn't really taken off yet. It's still during its infancy. Um, I still haven't become like the most famous Monster Hunter content creator on YouTube yet. I don't have much of a fan base to confuse. So I might as well take advantage of it and make my changes while I still have, I guess, agency or the freedom to do so. So this is going to be my first Let's Play video, and considering that I don't have much of a fan base yet, well, I might do it anyway, but I'm going to be assigning topics to my Let's Plays, little things that I'm going to be talking about largely during the broadcast. This one is probably only going to be around an hour long or so. I don't think, maybe a little more than that, but not too much. And yeah, hopefully I can provide enough of an interesting topic to entertain people, and also some gameplay. Some gameplay. Anyway, so today's topic is going to be what is the definition of skill in Monster Hunter? At least, what is my definition of skill in Monster Hunter? So I think that for sure, before I get started, I'm going to preface this by saying that for sure, carding or how often you cart has nothing to do with how good you are at Monster Hunter. There are people who play really well and they cart. Sometimes double cart, sometimes triple cart. So carting has nothing to do with it. I noticed that in the just in the general fan base and the player base, there are people who vilify carting. And I don't think uh, well, maybe it's their way of playing, I guess. So who am I to tell people how to play? But I'm at least still willing, or I think my opinion is strong enough in regards to that to say that carding is definitely not indicative of skill. And it is kind of hard to tell people not to care about carding because, well, I'll be honest with you. If I cart more than once in a quest, it kind of does bother me. Maybe it doesn't make me self-conscious as much as it used to, but it does maybe frustrate me or nah, well maybe not actually because the other day I think I like quadruple carded in a tempered jang quest, tempered furious jang, and I'm surprised that I wasn't frustrated. I just we finished the quest. We actually killed the thing. I admitted, I said that I had gotten clapped, and then we tried the quest again, and we were able to do it in much smoother fashion. Sometimes you just get clapped. Sometimes you just get clapped, and that's all it is. Next to that, what I think is indicative of skill in Monster Hunter is practice. And practice is accessible to everyone. You don't have to be talented, you don't have to be special, you don't have to be a superhuman god in order to become skilled at Monster Hunter. So, really, practice goes a long way. And practice basically looks like this here. Um, let's see. Let's start with weapon, maybe? Where's my weapons? There it is. So, I have 8,091 hunts with the switch axe. One of those rare people who plays mostly one weapon. The weapon that comes in second has a grand total of 22 hunts, that being the greatsword. At least 10 of those hunts have been arch tempered volcano. It's I like the greatsword. It's kind of fun, but the whiffs when you miss a hit, it's traumatizing to say the least. It hurts, and to say the least, it hurts a lot to miss with the greatsword. But otherwise, I've been playing the switch axe this long, and to this day, I think I'm still occasionally learning things here and there. It's kind of crazy. It really is crazy how complicated the weapons in this game can be. Don't let that discourage you, though, because learning the weapons has a really strong reward. It it is just very rewarding once you have learned your weapon instinctively. So other than that, practice also looks like this here. Let me show you. We're gonna start with Savage Devil Joe. I killed the thing 316 times. So I'm going to showcase how I fight these monsters just so you can see where I've gotten after hunting them 316 times. And I'm going to point out that it won't take you 316 times to get good at hunting Devil Joe, or won't take you 554 times to get as good at hunting Ruiner, or anything else I'm gonna tackle, like Goldrathian, which is one of my favorite fights. 369 hunts there. Stygian, 272. Also a very fun fight. Few Rajang quests because I don't like regular Rajang. I hate targeting that little crappy tail, although I'm probably gonna do it anyway. Furious Jang is a much more fun fight because you don't have to target that little piece of crap tail just floating around. It literally feels like you're trying to shoot a bothersome fly with a 45. You know, it's horrible. I hate it. So Furious Jang, you get to hit him on the face constantly. Good hit zone. Much better flow to the fight, in my opinion. Very fun. So I've hunted Furious Jang a lot more. Although Tempered Furious Jang is not too... I don't like how they went on about improving that fight. Just increasing the thresholds for the part breaks was, I think... it was something, I guess. I'm glad they tried something, but I don't think it was good. I'd much rather they had added attacks to it, different attacks, or something like that. Although they usually do reserve that for arch-tempered monsters. So I'm not surprised. I guess I understand why they did it. It's still okay to do every now and then. So, as I'm saying here, practice is accessible to anyone. You don't have to be superhuman to get to a certain point. I see too many people writing themselves off. They see people playing at the meta level. They tell themselves, I'm never going to get that good. And sometimes it seems like it's probably coming from a mentality that these players are super talented. And yeah, they are. These players can be really, really good. But they've gotten there through practice, and anyone can do it. I mean, if I can do it, you can do it. I don't consider myself any better than an average Joe, really. So that is pretty much the point I'm trying to make. And on top of everything, I'm gonna hope maybe this is a little bit like a little tutorial. What to do when you're fighting Joe. What to do when you're fighting Goldrathian, things like that. So just buckle up and enjoy. So I'm gonna head off to the guiding lands just to show you what I can do after having practiced these monsters so much. So, one part of the practice is learning a monster's patterns. In previous videos, I have mentioned that learning a monster's patterns can go a long way to enjoying the game. Now, some people are probably averted to the idea of that, but honestly, those difficult fights in the game, like AT Volcana or Fatalis or Alatrion, all of these monsters, if you haven't learned them, they're probably the types of fights that you don't engage in unless you're in the mood for a difficult fight, or whatever reason, right? If you're not in the mood for it because it's so hard, you probably avoid it most of the time. Now, if you actually learn the fight, however, these fights become pretty much your playground. They become your source of fun in the game. These fights become what keep you here for thousands and thousands of hours. I'm at this point at 3,700 hours or so, and that's the reason why I've been able to stay. In Vanilla World, the monster I hunted the most was Behemoth, among a few other little things here and there. And here lately, it's been AT Volcano, probably my favorite fight in the whole game, but I'll talk about that more later. So it's good. It's good to get better at the game. It makes it easier for you to enjoy it in different ways. Makes you less scared of those difficult monsters and makes you more capable of enjoying those fights. Do I have everything? Alright, banishing ball, everything. Let's go. So, we're starting with Devil Joe. So, another important thing about getting good at these fights, other than learning their patterns, is also learning where to hit monsters. I would say that most people probably spend their time finding the safest location on the monster to attack. Usually it's the back legs. Usually it's the back legs, or it'll be the legs. I see a lot of people attacking the legs for Devil Joe, but each monster has a place that is optimal, not only for damage, and stop right there if you're thinking damage isn't fun, because it is. You just haven't practiced it yet. Maybe if you start practicing it, you'll get to the point where you can enjoy it. But damage opens up a whole different venue of fun, I would say, for everyone who plays that way. And in Joe's case, the best place to hit is the chest. So here I go, I'm about to tenderize the chest. And then I'm just going to get started. When he gets up, he's going to roar because I bonked him twice before I sent him into the wall. Nice little damage opportunity here, and we're in a narrow corridor, which kind of sucks. And he opens with area denial, of course. Since we're in the narrow pathway, it makes sense. Alright, well, this here is nice and punishable. So there I go, just doing damage to the chest. There's me avoiding the... There it is. Okay, so that animation there is extremely useful. You get it after you hit the chest enough. You see how if you hit him during that animation, he goes into a stun lock animation. That's when Joe becomes a nice, cuddly little lizard. Can do anything you want to him, basically. And usually after that whole sequence is complete, one little love tap will put him in Clagger mode, as you see there, which is pretty much another juicy damage opportunity. Now the next cycle is gonna basically move him even closer to the other animation, the one that stun locks him. Joe really is a pushover if you know how to exploit that. This attack here is interesting. Oh, it still hit me. Okay, I couldn't see him there. I still managed to avoid it though. There's the animation again. Alright, there's a tap. This time he toppled. So sometimes you get the topple, sometimes you get the stun lock where he's just kind of standing there letting you hit him. I don't think anyone lasts longer than the other. I think they last around the same time, although I do think I like the standing one a little bit more because usually it doesn't take him too far away from you. And there's the Clagger animation. So cycle. He's going from Clagger to that punishable animation that lets you do a lot of damage. He's not enraged anymore though. So enraging Devil Joe is also another important little thing to know about him, because I was told that you get yourself a 40% boost of damage or something like that when he's enraged, and that's aside from agitator. So making Devil Joe angry, very beneficial. Oh, come on. He's actually gonna get me there. Oh no, he's not. So this attack here is iframeable. It's kind of tricky though, to be honest. There's the animation again, and there's the other topple. Unfortunately, his chest isn't tenderized anymore, so I'm gonna miss out on damage. And he isn't angry. This is horrible. Kind of messed up on the how in the damage section. If I had done enough damage, he would have gone into enrage mode by himself already. I wouldn't be having so many problems. Okay, now he's angry. Gonna go ahead and tenderize that untenderized chest. So some of these things, I don't even think I'm too good at learning yet. I didn't find this out about Devil Joe until a friend told me. I think to this day I'm not too good at learning these special little things, but I've practiced enough that, well, I've gotten a hold of them. I'll probably know how good I've gotten once the next game comes out. I don't play Rise, so I haven't really applied my knowledge there. And this time he hit me during the animation, so I failed to hit him. And he goes with his area denial. Alright, well, I'm not gonna let him get away with that, so I'm gonna go ahead and ZSD. So you guys see me ZSDing the leg there, it's because the hit zone actually lands in the chest. Didn't think he'd actually pull off a zone change on me. Anyway, so I ZSD the leg because the hit zone on it is kind of weird for the ZSD. I'm actually doing damage to the chest when I'm on it. And if you're on the chest, you're probably damaging the back. So it's like a really weird hitbox there. So it's better to do damage or latch onto the leg when you ZSD so you can get that chest. Is it just me or is this Joe really big? This Joe's doing everything that I don't want it to do. Absolutely everything. Except for this here. This here I like. Alright, no more. Alright. There it is, it's dead. So that's Joe. If you know where to hit him, he's a pushover. Fun fight though. Love Joe. So the next fight that I'm going to showcase, what should it be? I'm gonna go ahead and showcase Goldrathian. So Goldrathian has I'm sure it has a reputation. So Goldrathian has some really deadly tail attacks that not only do a lot of damage, but they poison you as well, and the poison is extremely aggressive. So it's a pretty problematic monster. For me, it was pretty hard when the first time I tried it, but the whole Wrathcased, and when I say Wrathcased, I mean the Rathalos and the Rathians, all the different variants, they're probably my favorite fights in the whole game. And the reason for that is because they are perfectly constructed aerial fights. They are aerial monsters that reward you for learning to fight them in the air. So both of the castes, basically, if you bonk them on the head enough while they're in the air, it's a threshold buildup that you can start while they're on the ground. But if you meet that threshold while they're in the air, they hit the ground and flail around for a while, and you just get a bunch of free damage. So learning how to damage them while they're in the air is extremely rewarding. Unlike other monsters, like for example Alatreon, you can bonk that thing on the head. You can break its head while it's in the air and it won't fall. It's kind of just feels wrong. It just doesn't. Just feels weird. And then there's Kushala, who you can tickle. You can tickle Kushala's toes while it's on the floor. And what the hell happened there? Okay. Alright. So, unlike them, these monsters are at the point where if you do enough damage to the head, you get rewarded for it, as I'm going to show you. And on top of everything, dodging the tail whips are actually very easy. In fact, the tail whips should even be considered beneficial because they put her in prime position for you to damage the head. Sometimes she sticks around in the air for a little while after doing her tail whips. It gives you enough time to bonk the head while she's up there. This is a horrible place to fight her though. Uh, want to avoid little downhills. There it is. There's the topple. So I got rewarded for bonking her on the head enough times. It would be nice if this head broke sometime soon. There it is. Horrible. I didn't get too much damage in though. I should have used axe mode to break that head. I got greedy. There's another head knock. So now we're gonna get good damage because I'm not only in amp mode, but the head is broken. Now she's claggered, so I'm gonna get another ZSD on its head, but I'm gonna wait a little bit, maybe gamble that it's gonna do a tail whip before my ZSD ends. She did. I should have waited a little longer. I would have blown her out of the air there. Oops. I could have gotten killed there. Kind of weird angle. Alright, why not? There was the threshold there. So if you meet the threshold while she's on the ground, you actually waste that knock. Alright, well. So now I have to meet the damage threshold all over again. So sometimes with Goldrathian, it's really good to just kind of measure. You might maybe start learning when to hit her on the head. Alright, it's going to be around time to enrage. I'm not going to waste any time like this. Okay. I see a lot of people focusing tail for Rathian, and I guess I can see why that's enticing. A lot of people hate that tail, so they like to get rid of it as quickly as you can. But I think you can probably get rid of the danger that that tail poses a little quicker if you damage the head. Plus, it's really satisfying to get that knock, right? That feeling when you knock her out of the air, like this maybe? No. It's really satisfying. So not only is damage, well, useful to you, a lot of people like to think it's not fun, but it's also rewarding in a different way. You experience the fight differently. Oh. I would have knocked her out of the air. I would have knocked her out of the air. God damn it. This ledge is really kind of just getting in my way. So you see how easy these tail whips are to dodge? They're extremely easy to dodge. Well, here goes another one. Unfortunately here, she's... There goes another... I hit the threshold there again, but she was on the ground this time. Ah, I messed up. Thought I'd be able to get on the head there. Okay, I can iframe this too. That's the good thing about learning iframes. So learning iframes are not a get out of jail free card. They do take practice to learn. That is the fakey knock there. There's one time where you knock her where she doesn't stay on the ground for long. This one here is a good one. Usually it's followed up by another little attack. Oh, she didn't do it this time though. Wonder why. Okay, I should be close to the threshold, so I'm going to withhold head damage this time. Gonna wait for her to be in the air before I bonk her on the head. I guess not. Alright, come on. Stay in the air this time, please. Yeah. Okay. I guess not. I'm getting kind of tired of these Kestodon. Look, watch. Okay. Whoa, that was really close. Okay. She's dead this time. Well, that's how you fight Rathian. You go for the head, learn how to fight her in the air, and it's really, really satisfying. Really fun. It was going really well at first. I got 2 knockdowns back to back, and then it just went downhill from there. So, every monster has its quirks. And that's something you learn, well, not only from practice, but from maybe asking your friends too. I have a few friends who have taught me some things about these monsters, and sometimes when friends teach you things, it takes you out of your comfort zone, so it's kind of one of those things that you probably don't want to do when you hear it, but if you do it, it pays off. So, next we're going to try a Taiyo. So Taiyo is a monster, honestly. I mean, not in the traditional sense, obviously. That's what they're called in this game. That's why the game is called Monster Hunter, right? But I mean, Taiyo is a beast, especially when he's in blast mode. The reason why he's a beast in blast mode is because he does a lot of area denial. What's going on here? A lot of offensive area denials. Just like, not only is he making it hard for you to be where you need to be, but he's also punishing you if you stay there. And that's, but iframes are really helpful for that. Oh, I hadn't drunk my demon drug yet? That's bad. Anyway, so also Taiyo tends to either appear in blast mode or in fire mode, and today he appears to be in fire mode. So fire mode is actually beneficial. It's better for him to be in fire mode than in blast mode. Sometimes he shows up in chillin' mode where he doesn't have fire or blast emanating from him. But Taiyo is really susceptible to head damage. He has a very low threshold for damage there, and you knock him whether he's in the air or he's on the ground. Unlike Rathian, where she only gets knocked out if she's in the air. And let's use my iframes. I see a lot of people attacking there's how easy the knockout threshold on the head is. So I see a lot of people attacking back legs for Taiyo. I guess because it's safer there. It's safer there, it's way safer. But it drives me nuts in particular because when I'm hitting the head and someone's attacking the leg, it turns Taiyo into a spinning top, basically. He'll attack a back legs area and then he'll attack face area. And there's back-to-back knocks from Clagger to knock. But again, attacking the head, not only, yeah, it does take practice to be there. There's a reason why people attack back legs, right? Because it's really dangerous. But when you get good at it, it provides a whole different experience, a whole different Taiyo experience. And that is, well, the reward of learning monsters. There's the next head knock. This time he 180'd me without no one being on his back legs. Whoop. Okay. I'm gonna tenderize this because I think it's gonna run out soon. I'm gonna take off Rocksteady. Whoops! I could have avoided that roar. So this time he's in blast mode. So Dragon, Dragon damage actually moves him into. No wait, he's still in fire mode. Huh. All right, this time I'm gonna ZSD the head to get some of my damage back. Hopefully he gets pissed off after this. Nope. Maybe. Get angry. I kind of want to infuriate him with damage rather than with slapping him around. No, I should have just enraged him from the start. So he's gonna roar after this for sure. So gonna get. I thought he would roar. Okay, now he roars. All right. Fortunately, I still got it. No, he turned his back to me. Oh. No damage. No head damage. All right. So this is pretty agreeable. I don't mind. Alright, so there's me using iframes to stay in his head. You see this? How well you can stay near his face if you know how to use your iframes. Whoops. Oh no. Okay, I got lucky there. Okay. Alright, there's a broken head. So for Taiyo, when you break his head, you get a knockdown. But his head doesn't break until really late in the fight, so it just kind of comes to you though. So if you're focusing head, it's just a little treat that they give you later anyway. Like a little... Toss you a little bone, like here goes the head. Okay, it's bad having white sharpness on this bastard. Might end up dying because of it. Alright, sword damage for you. Alright, well, I'll let him go. I want to do a wake-up knock on him anyway. Because why not? I used to think that the switch axe was not a wake-up weapon, but for sure it is. See, some people like to do it with this over here. They like to ZSD and then use the explosion at the end of it as the wake-up hit. Probably does a lot of damage. I've never done it myself, honestly, but I like to use the strong hit from the wild morph, which is this combo here. That one. One of the hits is really particularly strong. Let's see if I get a head knock from this. I should, because I damaged the head quite a bit before. Oh no! Okay, yeah, I did. Untenderized head. Die, Mr. Taiyo, please. Rest up. There you go. Get some sleep. So that's Taiyo. Head damage. Different fight, maybe, if you're used to attacking back legs. So rewarding in different ways. So the next fight I'm going to showcase is going to be Stygians and Ogre. And after that, it'll be Jang. So Stygians and Ogre and Jang are two very interesting examples of monsters. I would say that outside of them, things are pretty simple. But for Stygians and Ogre, for example, the best damage zone for him is the head. But it pays to attack his front arms. And the reason for that is because his front arms, when you break them, you get a knock. You drop them to the ground. They also have damage thresholds, where if you hit a certain damage threshold on either of the arms, you knock them to the ground. And then afterwards you can get the break, and if you get the break, you also get a knock. So during the knocks, while it's on the ground, you want to focus head damage. Oh, actually, this is a good time to use my other set. So I don't like to play at the meta weapon level all the time. I like to occasionally switch it up. And I wish that the meta in Iceborne had been elemental. So in Stygian's and Ogre's case, he's actually weak to electricity. So this is the set I use here just for fun. It's not the highest damage set, but I love using it. Makes me feel immersed. Plus, look at that Fulgur Anjanath switch axe. It's beautiful. So yeah, Stygian Zinogre is a strange fight, and therefore a fun fight. All these things are things, well, that you learn over time. The more you practice it, the better you get at it, and you enjoy the game in a whole different way. Don't forget to take my hot drink. Hot drinku. Alright. So there he is. Hey boy, how you doing, boy? Oh, he's not gonna hit a wall like this. Is he gonna hit a wall here? He's not gonna hit any walls. Okay, he hit a wall. Alright, so tenderize head and legs. At the least, the little guys are trying to bite away at his belly. Stygian is such a cool monster. Relax, yo, easy. Look at him. He's going nuts. Alright, so every time he does that claw swipe, he goes into that dive bomb and then into a tail sweep, which you can dodge very easily with iframes. Okay. Whoops. Alright, so the ultimate. Lots of people like to just crystal burst him out of it. Not me. I like to take advantage of it. Beat him this way, and then after the second dive, you jump to the side and come right back. Nice long damage opportunity. Look at that. Into a clagger. What more do I want? Unfortunately, I am not in app mode, so I can't ZSD the head. Would have been nice. No more charge for you, doggy. Can you break this? Oh no, Stygian. Why would you deny me that? Okay, there we go. Now I got a head knock. But I also got hit by the ice, which is actually right here, and I'm gonna get away from it. He's no ice. What did I get hit by there? The tail? Pretty sure it was the tail. It was a weird hitbox. Okay, so he wants to let me break his arm again, I guess. Alright, this time I broke the head. So when you break his horns, you get a clagger. Whoops. Thought I had ZSD. Oh. Come on, are you gonna charge? Okay. Alright. There we go. Now that leg is perfectly broken. And I'm gonna get myself a ZSD. Oh no! I got blocked by the dead bodies of the Wolg. Alright, so his right arm is yet to break. I'll start focusing that right arm. Oh, he got me there. Alright, well, I'll go ahead and tenderize and make it angry. Would you take it easy? Just relax, yo. Just chill. Should become angry after this. Come on. Can we get in time? Yep. Alright, cool. I'm gonna take off Rocksteady because... Alright. Take off Rocksteady. So... Ooh, I'm dead. I'm so dead. Almost. Okay. So this arm here is not broken yet. Right? Is that the one? Yeah, that's the one. Alright, so it should break here. Or at least I hit the damage threshold there. Alright, so... Oh, he almost got away from me. He thought. Where you going, doggy? Oh, I broke your armor. What did I break? I think I broke your head. Relax. I'm just trying to play, that's it. Oh. Which way is he going? He's almost dead. He's sculling, but for some reason he decided to head over to Coral Highlands. Weird. A little intimidation tactic. Whoops. Oh, there it is. He's dead. So yeah, he's Stygians and Ogres, one of those really interesting fights. Break the front arms, control the rhythm. Fun, really fun. And Jang is very similar. So Jang has 4 breakable parts on his body. There's both arms, each one, and there's also both horns on his head. And each part break that you get on Jang causes a knockdown. So that's a big part of how you fight Jang. You want to control when you're breaking those parts. Now, the thing with Jang, though, is that he's a smart monkey. He's not like the other monsters. He has opposable thumbs. And he knows how to use them. So if you break his arm or anything and you cause a knockdown, what Jang tends to do is that he tends to grab onto a wall to keep himself upright. And then, after grabbing onto that wall, he Superman punches you. Just flies across the whole map and Superman punches you. And a furious Jang will breathe at you. So, you gotta take that into account. And keep him away from walls, which is probably counterintuitive to what most of you would be thinking. I see a lot of people, the ones that usually people who play him, they like to keep him near walls because part of how they fight him is constantly shooting him into a wall. But, well, there's a different way to play it. Also, another thing, when you bring Jang, Tempered Jang, into the volcanic region in the Guiding Lands, he tends to enrage as soon as he sees you. So you want to kind of trick him and stop him a little bit before he enrages so that you can wall knock him anyway. It's a good way to start the fight, at least. Yeah, tenderize the body part you want to tenderize, one of the most likely. So for Jang, you want to be trying to break either the arms, and then the legs. I mean, first the arms and then the head. When is he gonna show? Oh, there he is. Tempered monkey? Why is it not a tempered monkey? No. No. Okay, so where is he appearing? He's appearing in the frost region? Did I bring him out in the frost region? No, no, he doesn't have the little summon thing on him. Okay. I guess he was just, he was scheduled to come out, guys. But I'm not gonna do a regular Jang. I'm gonna do a tempered Jang. So I'm gonna go ahead and send him on his way. And then bring him right back out so I can hunt him. Hey, boy. No! I missed twice. Okay, not the third time, no. Go home. Go home, boy. Go home. The jang has left the locale. Looks like I got a report. Whoops. Alright. Jang. Volcanic region. So, I hate regular jang, like I said before. I hate targeting that little piece of crap tail. Much rather attack his face. Oh look, just in time for Rocksteady to come back too. Blessing in disguise, that first jang. What is he pissed off at? Someone pissed off at me? What was angry at me? Okay. Probably the endemic life. Alright, so I'm about to come face to face with Jang. So I'm gonna go ahead and trick him a little bit before I reach him. Hey, what was that? It was a rock. It was a rock, boy. Eat wall. Eat this wall. Alright, now I'm gonna get my axe mode up. And then I'm gonna attach to him. I guess I'm tenderizing which leg? Left arm. Alright, so left arm is tenderized. Now let's bring him out here into the open. Dum, 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 dum. Love that song. Easy. So one important thing about Jang is that he's definitely measured. He's really annoying right now, kind of, honestly. So the thing about Jang is you don't want to panic roll. If you panic roll, he will get you. Whoops. I'm missing that. Left. Okay, I see why. So no panic rolling with Jang. If you're gonna roll when Jang is near you, do it in measured fashion. No panic rolling. Because he's the type of monster who will catch you as soon as you get done panic rolling. Alright, so he's enraged now. This attack here is a really good damage opportunity for the tail. There we go. Alright, let's see if he doesn't hit a wall here. That arm is, looks like this Jang had his calcium. Got nice strong bones on him. Would you please stop it with that attack? That's like the least punishable attack in this whole kit. There it is, part break. Oh, and he grabbed the wall. What a fucking... Okay. Okay. I'm kind of mad now. It really does hurt the soul. There it is. Okay, your head this time. It really does hurt my soul when he grabs a wall, honestly. Okay, I got onto him. Okay, he got me back though. What's he gonna do? See, if I had panic roll there, he would have got me with that. Some people like to say that it's like one of those, got a phone call. Oh no, I'm gonna freaking die. Okay, there's another knock. That one was from head damage. hate that attack. I really do. I despise that attack. It really is horrible. Okay. Well, actually, the worst one is the one where he lifts a big piece of rock out from under you. Okay. So there, I managed to damage him. Okay, if he wasn't near a wall there, it would have been consecutive knocks. Okay, so let's damage the tail now, since... he wants to be tired now, huh? Yeah. Okay. Here goes with that really annoying attack again. Okay. There he goes with that really annoying attack again. Come on. Okay, this... Oh, he got me! He grabbed me! He's got me! It was probably because of the uphill. Uphills, by the way, really screw with hitboxes. Come on, get up, get up, get up! Okay. Stupid monkey. Anyway, so as you can see, it's a whole different fight. You know that part breaks get you somewhere nice. 1 second. Alright. He came to wall country though. Last time he died before he came up here. Not this time. Not this jang. And there goes that really annoying attack again. Back to 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 back. There he goes again, watch. Nope. Nope. He tried to grab me off of him. Oh, that freaking toad almost got me. Nope, not gonna work. Why not? All of his parts are broken. Might as well wall knock him. And there's walls everywhere here. And there's another knock from head damage. And there's a dead jang. Dead monkey. That wasn't too bad. Still prefer Furious Jang over this one, but that wasn't too bad. So anyway, yeah. Breaking Jang's body parts. Interesting monster. Also, no panic rolling. That's the one monster that you're never going to enjoy if you never stop playing the game like a hack and slash. If you're like one of those people who likes to just go wild, Jang is never going to be one of your favorite fights. Jang for sure is one of those monsters that'll teach you to play measured. Panic rolling will get you killed. Once you get evade window, you probably get more incentive to panic roll, but it just messes you up in the long run. Anyway, so the next fight I'm gonna attempt is AT Volcano. So I think that AT Volcano is the best endgame Iceborne fight in the whole game because I don't like Fatalis too much. That probably sounds crazy. It's a fantastic fight, really well done. I'm happy that it was added to Iceborne, which is my favorite game in the Monster Hunter series so far, and the only game in the Monster Hunter series that I've played. But I enjoy Fatalis. It gave me a lot to do in the beginning, and when it came out, it's the cutscenes, everything about it was wonderfully done, but it just is not one of my favorite fights, and mostly because of my weapon. So the damage meta for Switch Axe on Fatalis is constantly ZSDing the head. Now I love ZSD as a move, but I don't like the idea that in order to get the highest amount of damage I can get, I should be hunting for ZSD all the time, and that's pretty much what you should be doing with Fatalis. Otherwise, you get a just long slog of a match. It's horrible. One sec. Just horrible overall. If you okay, I'm back. Sorry about that. If you don't ZSD the head a lot, it's just takes forever. And I don't feel like it's a very rewarding fight outside of ZSDing the head. I mean, you can like bait the cone, things like that. But I haven't gotten to it. Maybe I just haven't done it enough. But I don't know. Killed it. I think like 100, just over 100 times. But I like Volcana a lot more because Volcana is more susceptible to flow damage. And what I mean by flow damage is just from playing your weapon in general, from playing the switch axe at least. I do use ZSD. I'm not going to say that I don't use it at all. But Volcana is fun without having to focus ZSD all the time. So another thing with Volcana that I see with players is trouble avoiding the ice breath. It's like so many people die to the ice breath, so many newcomers, and it's so easy to dodge, really. You can just roll through it. I'm hoping to demonstrate here a little into the game. So with this set, I have evade window 5, but you need at least like you can do it comfortably with evade window 2, I think. Evade window 3 is just nice. Evade window 5 is superfluous for dodging that this ice breath here. I should have done it there, shouldn't I? But Volcana is one. Okay, here it comes. Look, here we go. Dangerous, deadly ice breath. Oh, okay, I got hit by a wall there. So that's another thing. Okay, here's another one. There's a little ice patch. Not this time. So it's as easy as that. Okay. You just roll through it. I see people being terrified of that move. Let me get some of my damage back. I feel like I've been lagging behind with damage. Alright. Use my iframes there to get in. So I knew where its head was gonna be there, so punished it. Just learning monsters. Oh, by the way, so good conversational topic for Volcana. So Arch-Tempered Volcana, the first time I fought it, took me 22 minutes to complete. But an interesting thing to mention is that although it took me 22 minutes to complete, it was the first time I fought AT Velk in the first place. And the reason why that isn't because I'm crazy talented. It was because I had fought the original Volcana at least close to 200 times by then. That's basically the power of practice, and anyone, again, can do it. Just lagging behind in damage. Okay. He's gonna unenrage soon, and that's not good. Because I'm gonna get the knockdown and he's gonna be unenraged. Come on. Yeah. Alright. Bad. Is he gonna hit anything? Nope. I'll just wait. There we go. This time he'll hit a wall. So for monsters, even learning when to clutch on is a learning curve. Although I'll hold back on the advice there because I get frustrated sometimes trying to do that. Frustration gets in the way though of simple things sometimes. I haven't gotten a knock. I think I went past the threshold during the wall bang. There it is. So there's iframes, extremely useful for this here too. Literally phase through attacks like a ghost. Squeeze the ZSD in there. Why not? Okay, this attack here is really dangerous. It's pretty much one of the one-shots that it has. Okay, what's it doing? Ultimate. Alright, so the ultimate is really nice damage opportunity. Just get right under it. You can sharpen. Just try not to be behind it when you get under it, because if you're behind it, it'll sometimes push you into its hitbox. Like near its tails, what I mean. Okay, iframe there. ZSD it. Free ZSD here. Should be a knock after this. Ah, that would have been a knock there. I lost it. So Goldrathian, if you get a knockdown in the air, they reward you handsomely for it. If you get a knockdown in the air for Volcano, they punish you for it. You lose the knockdown. Oh look, it already enraged. I thought I was gonna have to enrage it. So in exchange for that missed knock, I'm gonna probably try and figure out some other way to get my damage back. Oh, are you kidding me? Yep. Haven't died to that attack in a while. Surprised, shocked, hurt even, emotionally and spiritually. Still waiting for me here. Alright, let's go. Round 2. Oh no, he's gonna kill me. No, I guess not. Another ulti? Okay. That's what happens when you miss out on damage. So the ulti is a massive damage opportunity, as you can see here. Unfortunately, the head is not tenderized. Oh no. Alright, so iframes into heavy wild morph. So I'm not gonna let it go just yet. I'm gonna go ahead and get some more ZSDs. I'm gonna go ahead and tenderize now. Get some good damage in so that by the time it gets back home, it's almost dead. Whoops. Whoops. Alright. So anytime you flash Volcano in the air, you want to watch out for that ice breath. Don't just flash Volcano and walk away. So, it was good damage before it left. I get to do the wake up hit. What's up, Velk? How you doing? Oh, that hurt, didn't it? How'd that tail hit me, honestly? The hell? Never seen that. That was weird. Okay. And there's the head knock. It's probably gonna die after this one. Oh, yep. There it is. That's a dead AT Velk. Lots of fun. Favorite fight in the whole game, right now at least. So, AT Namiel, I don't like it. And the reason why is because AT Namiel leans on one of the most tried and true difficulty difficulty, I guess, moderators in this game, which is area denial. But not only does it put around a bunch of water puddles that it can electrify at a moment's notice, but it has a massive body hitbox. So it's throwing around a massive physical hitbox everywhere, on top of leaving around puddles that it can electrocute with its attacks. And it's just like you're having to dodge all that crap at the same time, and it just makes for a horrible time. And I've spent quite a bit learning it. I think, although 78 kills probably isn't much. That's around the number of times I've killed it. But I've tried it a lot, and it just has not become fun for me. Now, AT Volcana is different. AT Volcana is fast, but really fun. Extremely fun. And it's one of the reasons why I enjoy the fight so much. So, that's where I'm gonna conclude today's Let's Play. I hope you've had fun listening, and I hope I have also made my point. I also don't wanna mention that I don't mean to come off like I'm the best player in the game or anything. No, exactly the opposite. I consider myself an average Joe who is simply very practiced. That's why I can do a lot of the things I've done. I mean, I've seen people that I play with and I help, and they see that I'm at least somewhat efficient, and they think it's like, oh, here's another one of those either try hard or one of those people who just is really good at the game. And I guess I am, but it's because of practice, and it's not something that is out of reach for anyone else. Anyone can do this. Just put in the time, and you'll see that if you do so, the game opens up to you in a whole different way. And I will admit to a certain point of being good as some of the people you see. It takes work, and work is a slog for anyone. Nobody wants to work, you know? It's once you get to a certain point with it. And if you are thinking about getting there, well, you do, just chill. Like, if you're at a certain level of being everyone else, it's just either means that they haven't around to learning or it's their thing to do. You also understand people who get to a point who get really prefer the people who are really good, and understandable too. Just as long as I don't really tell anybody how to act, whatever. Everyone's just gonna do them. But if you're looking for skill, it's available to you. Doesn't matter who you are, how you yourself in terms of games. Yourself as a casual, you don't wanna, you know, that's it's a, if you wanna get there. Trust me, if you decide to take the very rewarding and fun. Anyway, this saxophone gaming, and this concludes first Let's Play. Hope to see you on the, and I hope you had a lot of fun.